Greetings and welcome to DVR Security Solutions. Today we're going to show you how to do a backup online using your CMS application. The very first thing we want to do is open up your CMS application. I already have it open for the purpose of this demonstration. Once you have this open and you've connected to your DVR, you want to go to the plus sign at the very top of the dashboard. Go into your search view and access your DVR once more time. Once you've done that, you'll see that there is a hammer at the very top right, which are user settings. You want to go ahead and click that, and that'll give you a configuration screen which would allow us to go into instant backup. Go ahead and select instant backup. Now, one thing to know, which is very important, is that anyone who's using an Apple device or a Mac, you want to make sure that you download a video player called VideoLAN Media Player. Again, it's VideoLAN Media Player, and you can find that in the internet. And that media player will allow you to synchronize and view any of the downloads that have been backed up. And then obviously you can see that through the AVI mode. But I'll show you that in a second. So once we get to this section here, what you want to do is you want to provide a destination of where your videos that are backed up and where they'll be installed. So if you like what you see here as far as the generic directory, you can leave it as is. Or if you want to designate your own folder, you can do so by going to the folder menu here, choosing the location of where you want that folder to be. And I'm going to choose the desktop. Once I've gotten to this section here, I'm going to create a new folder. Simply right click and create a new folder. And I'm going to name that test data backup. Okay. Once I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and enter that folder and then choose. And you'll see my directory at the very top here is the folder that I've just created. The next thing you want to do is you want to go into your backup format. Now usually when you log in, you're going to see this under auto. What you want to do is select the drop down and go under AVI. AVI is a format that will allow many, if not all, the video viewing applications to synchronize and compress a video and allow you to see it a lot faster, and it's compatible with a lot more multimedia players that you can find online. So AVI is also a great way to email any of these backup videos, which obviously it's a lot easier format. So choose AVI. Once you've done that, go ahead and hit the apply and hit the OK. And you're going to get that message and hit OK. Alright, so now that you've done that, what you want to do is you want to exit the application, exit completely, and then restart the application so that way any of the settings that you've already done can take an effect. Okay, so I'm not going to do that now, but I already have this set up so where I can show you what the backup looks like. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is go into the scroll at the very top left and scroll all the way down till you get to time navigation. By this point, you've already done your search. You know what time the event took place. You know what camera you want to look at, and you know the date, the time, etc. So you've done some research already, and you know where you want to be. So, for example, I want to look at camera number 3 or number 4. What you want to do is deselect, remove any of the cameras that you won't be downloading into. And that's very important because the more cameras you have, the bigger the file is, the more data you have, and it's a lot harder, a lot bigger to transfer any of that data. So it'll take a very long time. At this point, say for example the event took place, I want to say today, the 31st sometime around, I don't know, say, would that be 14, maybe 1 o'clock p.m. So I'm going to put 01. I'm going to put, say, 02. That's hour and minutes and seconds. Okay, now I'm going to go into the end. Remember, this is the start and this is the end. I'm going to go into 01, and I'm going to say maybe 05. I'm going to download about 3 minutes worth of data. And I'm doing this so that you know, or at least you can see how that process works, and then obviously the folder that I'll be downloading into. Okay, so I'm going to choose camera number 3, and I'm going to get an estimate now. You want to hit the estimate button, and it'll tell you approximately how many megabytes you'll be downloading. At this point, it's 226, which is not a big file, but it's decent enough. Obviously, you can't email that, so you'll have to do that through a box or somehow find it through Google, or if you have your own way of emailing very large files, you can do that. But if you don't want to email it and you just want to store it, just put it in that folder that you've designated, and it'll be right in there. So now that you know, you want to hit start. And as you can see here, the backup's in process. You'll see at the very bottom, it's going to take a little bit of time depending on how large your files are. So once it's completed, you're going to get a message, and that message will confirm that the file has been created, that the video file has been created and has been placed in the folder that you designated. So we'll wait for that to happen. Should be fairly quickly. Okay, so there's that message, the notification that comes up, basically telling you here that it's in the C drive, and basically the designation that you've selected, and if you want to open the folder. In this case, we do want to open the folder because we want to show you where it is. So hit OK, and there it is. That's the folder. Double click that, and there's your AVI file. You can play that back using multi-type multiplayers, especially Windows Media or any other one that you may have installed. Again, remember, if you are using a Mac, because Apple is not compatible with many of the multimedia players, you want to download what's called a Videoland media player. You can find that in iTunes, or you can find that on a Google search. Once you've downloaded that, then you'll be able to play back any of these videos. Okay, and that's it. So basically, you've completed the download, you've completed the backup, and your file should now be stored in the designation folder, as I mentioned earlier. The test backup data folder is right over here, which is what I made during the video, and you'll see it there. Okay, well, thanks for joining us today, and once again we want to say thanks from DVR Security Solutions.